Well, thanks for joining us today here on this National Day of Prayer. This is the Meeting House on Faith Radio, and now we shift our attention to Rockford, Alabama, and Coosa County. Jeff Fuller is pastor of Rockford Baptist Church. There was a National Day of Prayer event there at the Coosa County Courthouse earlier today. And Pastor Jeff, I know that you've been very instrumental in organizing this event for a number of years. Tell me what you see as the importance of people gathering together, especially at the county courthouse.
Oh, we need an awakening in our land, Bob. And, the only way we can do that is through prayer. So I believe that it's important for us to gather close to the government buildings and get acquainted with those government officials and include them in our time of prayer.
Well, and Pastor, I know that you are involved not only as a pastor in the community, but also you're involved to a certain extent in being a public official, if you will, in the law enforcement end of things, correct?
Yes, sir. I'm chaplain for the Coosa County Sheriff's Office. Have done that for the last 4 years.
Give us an idea, because I know that at some of these National Day of Prayer gatherings, there is prayer that is being lifted up for our law enforcement officials. Tell me what some of the unique needs that you have observed are regarding those that so bravely serve in these capacities.
Bob, we always think about their safety, and I don't want to downplay that. It's important that we pray for their safety. They're out here on the streets. Many of them are working by themselves. I know in our county that's the way it is. We need to pray for their safety, but, their well-being, their spiritual well-being, their mental well-being. This year is the year of preparedness in our sheriff's office, and that's one of the things that our sheriff is really pushing, is being prepared not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And so they need prayer for their spiritual side of their work, because they see so many things, and they really catch the brunt of stuff, because when they go into a situation, it may be a very nice, calm, easygoing person in the grocery store, but they're a whole different person when they're in a situation where they may have some kind of chemical in their body, or they may be going off the deep end, and they see the worst of that side. And so, they need prayer for that, because it really changes their opinion and their mind on things.
Well, tell us about the meeting earlier today. It took place there at the Coosa County Courthouse in Rockford.
Well, we had about 25, 30 people that gathered there on the courtyard around the flagpole. Brother Bill Bogan of the Rockford United Methodist Church, and Reverend Wayne Henderson, our Director of Missions for the Central Baptist Association. Both of those helped me in just sharing in prayer and asking for a spiritual awakening. I guess the highlight was not only the praying, but the singing. And we sang the national anthem, and God Bless America. We're just asking for an awakening in our nation. That was the focus of our prayers. Even though we pray for our leaders and we pray for our president, it's important that we pray for a spiritual awakening in our nation, and that's what we concentrated our prayers on.
Well, encourage us here as we close, Pastor, when we talk about a spiritual awakening. I know so many people are praying for that. What are you seeing are maybe some of the components of that type of spiritual awakening or revival taking place in our land?
Well, I'm seeing it on a small scale in the fact that here we've had several young teenagers, young adults that have come to know the Lord. But the thing that I'm seeing is I'm seeing a lot of folks that are beginning to turn their attention and their mind toward God. And I don't know that it's out of fear of the last times. Some folks give me fits about that because they say, well, you're scaring folks into it. But I think they're seeing the need to turn toward God. And if we could do that as an entire nation, it would change things so much, change the climate, the spiritual, the economic climate. It'd change it all. And so, I'm asking God to restore hope. And that I'm seeing that on a small scale, and I'd like to see it on a large scale.
Well said. Jeff Fuller, pastor of Rockford Baptist Church, joining us today. A report on the event at the Coosa County Courthouse earlier today. Thanks, Pastor.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it.